Let's be real. If you've been watching the Texas housing market, you've heard it all. Crash predictions, wait until the rates drop down, advice even on a few blog posts and YouTube channels saying renting forever, okay? That's what they're gonna be doing. But here's the truth. The housing market is shifting. Whether that shift works in your favor depends on what you want to do, not just what you are hearing online. So, is now a good time to buy? Well, let's talk about it. Texas is one of the fastest growing states in the country. We've seen explosive job growth, population increases, and a surge in housing demand over the last decade. And as a result, has pushed prices all the way up. From 2020 to 2022, cities like Austin and Dallas saw massive price hikes. That kind of growth was never sustainable. What we're seeing now isn't a crash, it's a correction. Newsweek recently reported that Texas had 123,000 active listings as of April 2025, and that's a 53% higher than average norm. That tells me that buyers are finally getting a breathing room that they need. This spring, for the first time in years, I've had clients walk into a home, think about it, sleep on it, talk about it, and still get under contract the next day without being outbidded by somebody offering $40,000 or more over asking price. That's a major shift. Now, don't get me wrong, prices are still rising. Redfin actually showed this where the home values across Texas, metro areas like Austin, Houston, DFW, San Antonio are up 2 to 4% year over year. We're not crashing, but the pace is slowing down, and that's seen in the market for sure. And it's also a good thing for you if you're thinking about buying. So what's the catch? Interest rates. Redfin also reports that the 30-year fixed rates are hovering around 6.99%. That's what's keeping some buyers on the sidelines. And I get it, higher interest rates means higher monthly payments. But let's zoom in a bit. We got used to seeing 3 to 4% interest rates and started thinking that that was normal. They're not. Historically, sub 5% rates are the exception and not the rule. Here's what I tell my clients. If you are waiting for a 3.5% interest rate to come back before buying, you could be waiting a long time. And when rates do drop, because they eventually will, demand is going to spike, and it's going to spike fast. That means more competition, fewer concessions from sellers, and bidding wars all over again. So the real question is, do you want to buy a house now with a higher interest rate and more negotiating power, or buy later with a lower interest rate and a lot more competition? Those are kind of the trade-offs. Let's talk about what this correction actually looks like. Texas is in the middle of a major housing market correction. Inventory is up, sellers are adjusting, and some markets, prices are even starting to dip. Buyers now have more leverage than they have in years. Builders are offering incentives, homes are still sitting longer, and how this shows up depends on where you're looking to buy. Austin's market is still moving, but no longer sprinting. Inventory is up, price growth has slowed down, and homes are taking longer to sell. As of April 2025, the median sales price was $575,000, which is up 2.4% year over year. Homes are sitting on average 46 days on the market, up slightly from 45 days from last year. Sales volume is up 16.5%, with 775 homes sold compared to 928 last year. What does that mean? Buyers aren't rushing, and sellers, especially at higher price points, are feeling it. The Dallas market remains competitive, but the frenzy has cooled a bit. In April of this year, the median home price was $470,000, up 6.2% from last year. Homes are now averaging 38 days on the market, which is up from 31. Sales dropped nearly 10% from 1,040 homes in April 2024 to 937 homes in 2025. That extra time on the market gives buyers more leverage, and that's the truth. I'm seeing price reductions, seller-paid closing costs, and deals that include contingencies, things we didn't see 2 years ago. Houston's market is holding steady. In April 2025, the median home price rose 1.5% to $335,000, while the average price climbed 3.7% to $427,000. Inventory has improved, giving buyers more options there as well. Builders are responding with incentives like closing cost assistance and rate buydowns. Overall, Houston is balanced, a healthy environment for both buyers and for sellers. Let's mosey on over to San Antonio. San Antonio is definitely shifting towards a buyer-friendly market as well. As of April this year, the cost per square foot dropped 3% year over year to $174,000. Homes sold for 93.3% of their original list price, and buyers are gaining negotiating power. Inventory is up, urgency is down, and buyers have more choice. That means better opportunities if you're ready. So, is now a good time to buy? You've heard the numbers, you've seen the trends. Now let's bring it back to you. Ask yourself, can you afford the monthly payment today, not just after you refinance? Do you have enough money saved up for a down payment and emergency cushion? Are you planning to stay in this home 3 to 5 years? If you've answered yes, don't wait for the perfect market. It doesn't exist. What you need to know is plan what works for you and your life. And if the answer is no, that's okay too. Waiting isn't failing. It's wise. Because buyers who win in this market aren't timing the market. They're clear on their goals, their budget, and their strategy. If this sounds like something you need to navigate and you need a little help, my team and I would love to be the ones to help you. Did you find this video helpful? Then hit that like button. And if you're feeling my vibe, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell so that you don't miss a thing. And I'll see y'all on the next one.